The crew took a day to do some downspouts on my own property. I want to show you guys what we did.
We were installing a cement rat wall around this garage. We wanted to make sure that our downspouts were installed before we poured the rat wall. Basically, our downspout, underground buried downspout line, is going to be in concrete. It's going to be entombed in concrete. So we want to make this strong, sturdy, and we want to make it for keeps. Now Juan has taken a not quite a 90, hooked it up with our female adapter to dual wall.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's real nice. You got slope. That's perfect. Got a nice dual wall riser, not quite a 90, so we got our slope automatic. Got the female adapter. It grabs the outside of this dual wall. Remember, dual wall pipe is smooth on the inside, corrugated on the outside. It's culvert pipe. It's really strong. We're going to pour a cement footing around here. So that's going to be cemented right in. Then we're going to connect our blue pipe on. Look at this. Those female connectors just grab the dual wall on the outside real nice. Everybody wants to know, how do you connect dual wall pipes? Super easy. Use the female. That female adapter grabs the outside of it, holds it really good.
So we have dual wall culvert pipe where we're going to run this rat wall around this garage. Then we go into the catch basin and come out the other side with single wall, our extra heavy duty.
This one's also going to be in concrete. We got our dual wall riser on our not quite a 90. Our not quite a 90 is putting the automatic slope on the line. It's perfectly sloped. So this is going to end up cemented in. We got a cement truck coming. We're doing footing around this building. You don't have to tape up at the leaf filter. Just both ends of that not quite a 90 you want to tape up really good. It seals it up really nice.
To cut your riser the right length, take your vented clean out leaf filter and hold it up to your downspout.
The last 15 feet is going to be knife cut with some stone. The pipe is going to have a sock on it. This is solid pipe right here. That's single wall, solid, extra heavy duty. Tied into the catch basin. Then we have dual wall because it goes into the concrete right here. Now you don't have to tape right here. People ask that. You do not have to put tape right here. No need. You just tape at the not quite a 90, right where the riser goes in, right where your female coupler connects to that dual wall culvert pipe. That's it. Seal that up really good on both ends of that not quite a 90. It's unsightly to tape right here, and it's unnecessary. If you're leaking water out right here, you got other issues. You want to keep this dual wall riser to the height that you see there. If it's too short, there's a chance, or a better chance I should say, of it possibly leaking at that connection point. So you can see the 15 feet of knife cut. We have a not quite a 90 right here. So all this knife cut is going to have stone around it. Always put a sock on your knife cut because it will fill full of dirt. So we're putting a sock on this pipe. We got a 250-foot roll and we got 100 foot of sock. I've seen it. I've dug up old knife cut. So when I speak to you, I speak from experience. Telling you what we see. You always want to put a sock on your knife cut when you're building a leech line on the end of a downspout. We're too flat down here, and I know I'm going to hold water on this end. By building a leech line, the water's just going to leach away in this 15 feet of knife cut pipe. We got some bags of pea stone that we're going to spread.
Always use an external coupler when connecting two pipes. If you use an internal coupler, you will have an obstruction inside your drain line.
Always tape your sock on. Right there is a coupler. The solid pipe meets the knife cut. The guys taped it up real good. All right, so we got 15 feet of knife cut. Right here, the guys just tied this tie knot. The sock ties real easy, like that. So on this end, we tied it. On this end, we taped it to the solid pipe. So this is an easy DIY. Knife cut when you get flat towards the end of your run. Solid the rest of the way. Get the water far away from your structure. Take it out as far as you have to get some drop. You can see that we're probably about 40 feet out. We got a nice swale ditch area right there. We're going to use a black pop-up emitter. We're going to go ahead, we're going to put a couple risers to get us to grade. We're putting a black pop-up emitter on. Heck, you might be able to do one riser.
Yeah, I think so.
It'd look better. It'll work better. That's good. I like them when they're sunk in anyway. So one riser on the pop-up is all we need. Right there, black pop-up. When the sun comes out in the wintertime, it's going to heat this pop-up up. If it happens to be froze up, it will thaw it right out. I like black pop-ups at my house and my resident here in the north. I live in Michigan. And if you want to have a system that's going to work 365 days out of the year, you got to think about the winter time. Right here, the catch basin top, also black. Leaf filter, also black. So all my components are black. Why is that? Because it gathers the sun's radiant energy in the wintertime, and black really heats up and it thaws it out. So we're dumping bags of pea stone on this knife cut that's in a sock. We're creating a leech line. The end of this downspout will leach the water that's left behind after a big rain. Super easy DIY. Go buy some bags of pea stone. Real easy. And if you pick up in our yard, we have these bags of pea stone for homeowners. Always have somebody hold the pipe in place, because the stone will move the lightweight HDPE pipe.
If the stone rolls underneath the pipe, it's going to raise the pipe and you're going to have a belly.
The high density polyethylene, it will move really easy if you don't have somebody hold it in place. Now we only went up to the pipe. That's it. We're going to put some felt over this. You know, it's going to be some of our non-woven geotextile filter fabric that's been double punched. We're going to put it over top of this. And then we're going to add a bunch of dirt underneath the grass, because this leach line will dry out your lawn. There's no sprinkler system here. So we want to install this so that we retain moisture in the grass that's growing above it. So that's it. Don't fill it in any more than that. Just to the height of the pipe. That's all you need. So we put a bag of pea stone around the catch basin, and we got small holes drilled in the catch basin. We needed to put a couple risers on this catch basin to get it to grade. Everything slip fit, no screws. Real easy assembly. We're going to put a piece of felt over this leach line so that we can pile dirt on top of that pea stone. And we'll grow a real nice turf grass over top of this. Juan went ahead and cut out a circle where the not quite a 90 is, and he slipped it over top of that and then put the pop-up back in place. This could be overlapped, it could be folded, buckled. This isn't a French drain, this is a leach line. I'm not trying to take in surface water. I'm trying to let the line leach whatever water's left in the end of this downspout line. I want it to leach away into the subsurface. When you have a really flat yard and you don't have very much slope, you almost always have to do a knife cut leech line at the end of your downspout for good results. We have some topsoil that's mixed with sand. It's known as sandy loam. Francisco's holding up the not quite a 90. He's doing a great job of making sure it doesn't end up out of position as we pour cement around this downspout.
The weight of wet concrete pushing against the underground buried downspout piping is hard to imagine. We have to work as a team to hold everything in place.
Not just dirt? Yeah, so it don't sag.
Yep.
So we had to dig under this line, and we needed to cut the line because the concrete pushed this out of alignment. We got it. We have this now aligned perfect. The owner of the property is kind of OCD, so we had to make it right. But we're going to put a bag of pea stone under this because this is now disturbed soil. If you try to pack loose soil in there, it's going to settle and cause a belly. So we're just going to fill that in underneath this pipe with pea stone. Anytime you're doing a discharge line or a downspout line and something like this happens, remember that. You want to put pea stone underneath. Just pack stone under it. It's not going to settle on you, and you will not get a belly.
We're using a 4-ounce non-woven geotextile filter fabric to separate the stone and the dirt that we're going to put on top of it so that we have a healthy turf grass.
All right, so this line is basically entombed in concrete. Look at this. Beautiful leaf filter. We have so many leaves fallen. There were some downspout extensions and they were already full leaves. So we know we're going to have a lot of leaves. We're going to be catching a lot of leaves. We're putting a nice, thick, healthy amount of topsoil on top of this non-woven geotextile filter fabric. This is some fabric that we use for our French drains. I just wanted a nice heavy fabric that wasn't going to biodegrade and disappear to separate the dirt that the turf grass is going to be growing in from the stone. I want that leech line to work really well. The finished product. We got our leaf filter. It's a 4-inch round leaf filter to go with the 4-inch round gutters. Got inline catch basin. Went with the black because here in the north, when the sun's out, that radiant energy heats up those black objects, thaws them right out. I like black for my own personal home and properties. So we could have daylighted this, and let me explain. We have this ditch right here, and we could have came out right there, just basically miter cut the pipe, put a critter guard on. I have too many chipmunks, squirrels, mice, moles, woodchucks, groundhogs. Just the farm is just completely covered in wildlife, and I have to seal everything up. I wanted the pop-up for that reason. I don't want to deal with any of that because you're going to end up during the drought season, critters making nests inside the system. So I went with a pop-up. I went with a black pop-up because in the wintertime, when the sun's out, when you have those blue sky and sunny days, it'll heat up a black object and it'll thaw it right out. So I always like to go with the black pop-ups and the black tops to the catch basins. And that's why I went with a pop-up emitter. I have really good slope, and I have 15 feet of knife cut at the end of this. So whatever water's left at the end of the line will soak into the subsoil around it. The guys did a really nice job for me. This is a country lot, so this isn't a city lot. There's no sprinklers here. This ain't even real grass. This is just whatever the birds and, you know, just whatever came, whatever got blown in, that's what this is. It's like just kind of a weed lawn. But nonetheless, the guys did a really good job. They probably left it in better shape as far as the grade's concerned than before we started.
If you found any of this information helpful, give us a thumbs up. It supports the channel. If you have any questions regarding underground buried downspouts, leave them in the comments. I'm your host, Robert Sherwood, and until the next video.